Okay, so welcome to One Man is Meeple. Tonight we're going to be playing Mercado de Lisboa, game by Lacerda and Julián Pombo, published by Eagle Gryphon. No, yes, Eagle Gryphon Games, and it's on Kickstarter right now. Oh, as you can see, I'm wandering through the halls of the wonderful timeout market in Lisboa right now, and there's all the wonderful people not observing COVID regulations. Okay, here's the rules, and we'll be going through the rules a little bit as we play. It's not teach, so I'm not going to be doing everything. What we are going to be doing is playing the first solo variant, solo challenge. Here we go. We're going to be playing. Can you see that? If I go that way, I need to go that way. We're going to be playing the specialist. In this challenge, you only score from one single type of stand, so you have to pick your stand at the start of the game, and you can only score, you're going to get money from that kind of stand. You never collect any money from any other stand. So if your first coin you take is from a tuna stand, you cannot take money from flower stands later on. And you've only got you only got 8 stalls, and there are only 7 tiles for each type of shop, so you're kind of very much restricted as to how you're going to play this, and you've got to be quite careful. I have never managed to get 80, 90 or 100 coins, so I've never got fame points for this. You also get 2 bonus fame points if you manage to get 32 points in one turn, and I have never managed to do that either. I've spent some time working out optimal plans for stall layouts for this variant while I wasn't playing. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. This is the Mercado de Lisboa, and down here we have our starting stalls: 2 chicken and 1 flower, or 2 butchers and 1 flower stall. And the reserve over here is 2 fish stalls and 1 chicken. So because, as I said in the intro, we can only make one type of stall pay for us, we have to be very careful what we pick at the start here. We have 3, if you count the reserve, we've got 3 chicken stalls available to us. When I use one of these up here, I get to pick one from the reserve. At any point, if these 3 are the same, I can swap them. And if any point these 3 are the same, when I go to take one, I can swap them all. But otherwise, we're stuck with what's there, rotating on a 1-by-1 basis. So if I take chicken, if I plan to use chicken meat stalls, I guess, yeah, look, it's a butcher's. If I plan to use those, let me just put that in my hand. Starting off well, aren't we? That'll do. Right. Then I need to also make sure that we've got patrons, customers that want to buy chickens. We've got a couple of guys up here in the solo row who want meat, and we've got one couple here who want meat. We've got a couple of trios, and we've got the foursome who wants chicken on show as well, because there's only one tile like this with the chicken on it for the 4s, and obviously that's where the majority of our money is going to come from, hopefully towards the end of the game. So I think chicken's a good bet. We've got 3 available, so we're off to a fairly flying start, I guess. And as I said in the intro, I've got a plan how I want to build up these markets. So what we do is we take one of these and we put it out anywhere we like here, really. We can take one of these tiles. If we cover one of these tiles that's face down, i.e. not coloured, then we can take that into our area over here. And when we place a building, we pay €1, I guess it's €1, for each other stall in that row or column. And up to a maximum of, you pick the most stalls in that row or column. So if we build a second one here, the first one's going to cost us 1 because there are no others. And we build that one there, that's going to cost us 2 because there are 2 now in this row. If we build the third one here, it would be 2 because there are 2 in that column. Not terribly well explained, but we're not doing a rules explanation, so not doing a full rules explanation. We only start with $1. So how do we make more money? Well, when if we take one of these tiles, we can place this for $1, €1. And if we placed it on there, for instance, we'd then get to place this one for another €1. Put this back how it was because I actually want to play on this board. And if we have, if we're going to take money for the chicken, for the butcher stalls, and we put a customer out here who wants chicken, we get to multiply the number of chicken stalls in that column by the number of customers on this tile. So we would get 1 for that. If we had placed this burger restaurant next to the meat stall, we would be able to add 1, 2, and then multiply it by the number of customers and get €2. If we had the other burger stall here, we'd get 1, 2, 3 and multiply it by the single customer, and so on. You may only place a customer tile if there are at least that many stalls in the row. So for one customer, there has to be 1 stall in that row or column. If we want to place out this couple here who want chicken, we can't do that because we don't have 2 stalls in this column. So you'll see how that works as I go on. Anyway, we need to get started. We need to place a stall, and ideally we're going to be able to pick up one of these restaurant discs and place that back to get money straight back. So there's a pub one that adds €1 bonus to any tiles that it's adjacent to. So I'm going to take that one. I'm going to put this chicken straight out in the middle. And that's going to cost us our single €1 that we have. And then we get to take one of these tiles from here to replace the one we're missing. And then we get to take one from the bag and fill that up. Now, obviously, I was hoping that was going to be a chicken, but it's not. It's a plant stall. Now, do we want to reassess the situation? We've got 3 chickens in play, 2 plant stalls, 2 tuna stalls. I think we're going to stick with chicken because the customer tiles look good up here in terms of demand for chicken. Meat. I'm just going to keep saying chicken because I've got that in my head now and it's a picture of a chicken leg. So we took this pizzeria and now we can place that back on the board anywhere we like where there isn't a stall or an already open restaurant. And that's where the color side flipped up. Now we're never going to score for the pizzeria. The pizzeria gives a bonus to vegetable stalls that are selling tomatoes. We haven't got any on the table, so I can't show you. So that's never going to help us. We're after the burger stalls and the pub. They're the ones that are going to give us bonuses. So we're going to stick this back out the way, and ideally I'd like to pick up one of the burger joints with this. So I'm going to place it there and take the burger joint, and that earns us $1 because we opened a restaurant. And now I'm going to put this burger joint straight back out there, which will give us another $1. And now we have enough to open a second stall in this row or this column. The other way of making money would be to take one of these guys who wants chicken and put him in this column as well. And we might do that now. No big rush to get that, to fill up a space for one of these. Now I'm going to try and get 4 chicken stalls in this row and 4 stalls in this column, with the last stall going there. So let's open our second chicken stall. Let's open it here. So we're both reaping the benefit of this burger restaurant in between them. So, which of these are we going to take to replace our missing tile? Well, like I said, if we ever get to the point where we had, say, 3 flower stalls here, we can pick them all up and replace them with 3 random tiles from the cup or from the bag. So although we're not going to score from flowers, I want to try and, if we can't get chickens, we want flower stalls, and then we can swap them all, we can dump them all back in the bag. So what's going to come out here? A 3rd flower stall. So I know when I place my 3rd chicken stall, I can take this as a replacement and then switch them all back for 3 new tiles. I forgot we have to pay for this. It's going to cost us €2 because that's the 2nd stall in the column, in the row. And now we have no money. We can place this. I'm going to place it there and pick up that pub token. And that gets us €1. And then I'm going to place the pub token there where that burger joint was and get another €1. And then I think I'm going to place this burger joint there and get a €3. And that's enough money to place our 3rd chicken stall there. 3rd chicken stall costs €3. Now, if we take this tile where 3 people are demanding chicken, we can place it at one of the ends of this row and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3, €21. And I think that's what I'm going to do. That's about the most we can get with the 3, I reckon. So I'm going to take these 3. I don't know if they're all together, but they want chicken, they want tuna, and we're going to give them chicken. So let's just double check that maths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I opened that one? Yes, I have opened that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3. That's €21. So 21. So this game is, as I said in the intro, it's out on Kickstarter. This is obviously being played on Tabletopia, where it says it's a prototype, but it's free to play with a free account. It's really nicely implemented. As you can see, when I dropped that tile in there, it swung it round to the right way round. Everything snaps into place. It's a really nice one to play. It's a really good job. All of Vital Lacerda's games are on, say all of them. I think they're all on Tabletopia and they're all really nice. You've seen the Kanban video. If you haven't, go and watch it. It's just as slick as this one as an interpretation of the game. So we took a tile off the main pile to replace the empty space in the car park. These guys don't want chicken. These guys don't want chicken, but these guys do. So we have another 3 that we could pick up. So we could pick up another 21 coins. But what I'm really hoping to do is to get these guys at this end of the row, and then we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that's 7, 8 times 4. We would get 32 for that. Now, we just placed a stall, so we need to fill from here. Obviously, we'd like more chicken, but we don't have chicken. So what we're going to do is take that flower stall, fill that space from there. Ideally, that would have been tuna that had gone in there, and it would have given us a real refresh of all the tiles. Now, at the start of my next go, we can pick these 3 up and replace them with 3 tiles from the bag, because they're all the same. That's just standard, that's just in the standard rules. So let's take 3. Unfortunately, there is no chicken there. We have 2 grapes and another flower stall. So we are now going to have to waste one of our stalls on, as you see, we've only got 8, we've got 3 out, 5 left. We're going to have to waste one on a stall that we can't collect money from. So I'll consult my plan, and I think I'm going to put a flower stall up here, I think. If I put it here, we're going to be paying 4 coins and ruining our big chance of getting 32, which also gives us fame points. So we put it up there, and it's going to cost us €2. I'm going to have to break down one of these 10s. 1, 5, 3 1s. Stack them. Right. What are we going to take to replace it? I guess we want to take the flowers, because if we then pull a tuna stall out of here, yep. Next time, the rules state we come to pick from here. If they are all the same and we don't want them, we can replace those with 3 from the bag. Okay, while we're over here, I was just reminded of this. The end game conditions. If there are only 4 spaces remaining around the edge, or there are only 4 empty spaces in the market, and that doesn't include these face down ones, so these don't count as taking up space, then that is the end of the game. In my experience, we run out of earning opportunities way before that. So I guess you can just carry on filling up around the edge. You say I'm filling up around the edge until you run out of space, but obviously you just call it. It's a super quick game when you're not talking about it all the time. It's, you know, I don't know, 10 minutes a game, I guess, would be pushing it. I haven't timed myself. Okay, so we have 4 stalls. That's falling over because that's on there. 4 stalls left. And none of them are chicken. So we're going to have to place another one of these. And I guess here or here. Yeah, I think because this space is adjacent to the pub, so I want to reserve that for a paying stall if I can. If I'm lucky enough to get 1, 2, 3 more chicken stalls out, that's where I want them to go. There, there, and there. So I'm going to put the flower stall there, and that's going to cost me 3. And we get to change. Right, so we come over here. There are 3 tunas, and I don't want a tuna stall, so I'm going to replace those with 3 from the bag and hope we get a chicken. Do we get a chicken? Yes, we got a chicken. That'd be great if I dumped it back in the bag, wouldn't it? Okay, so we're going to take that chicken, and that will also give us the opportunity to replace our hand again if we need to, which we are going to need to when I take those grapes to replace this chicken stool. So where's this chicken stool going? It's going on the end of this row here. So we'll take that pizzeria token, which we can place for €1 elsewhere, and pay €4 to build there. Now, you may have noticed, given the name, this may remind you of something, the way we're playing here. And it is very reminiscent of the streets and buildings in Lisboa, in the section that goes on in the top right hand side of the board there in Lisboa. And indeed, as I place this fourth stool, just like in Lisboa, when you open a stool and there is a it's not civic building, I can't remember the name, but when there is one of the buildings around the edge that earns you money for that store, you do indeed get the money, just like in the big one. So we've got 3 people and they want chicken, and we've just opened a chicken stall, so we get 3 coins back for that. Now, unlike Lisboa, this game's generous in that we didn't need to do it here because we've got plenty of money. If the money you would get from opening a stall is enough to allow you to pay for the stall, you're allowed to do it. I don't think that's allowed in Lisboa itself. And by the way, I think it's really clever that Vital and Julián have come up with something that is so immediately reminiscent of a big heavy game in this really quick format game. I've played this a couple of times multiplayer as well, and it's really fast and it's good fun. So now I can put my big earning family here. I don't think this is ever going to get any richer because we've got all 3 of our multipliers down and we've got 4 chicken stalls. So let's just double check that count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4 is 32. So stack 32. And as per the rules, that earns us a fame point. And I think that's the first fame point I've ever earned playing this game. How much money have we got here? 46. So we're just over halfway to getting any more fame points for this game. And just not sure it's going to happen. Right. Now, we have 3 stalls in this row and one of them wants chicken. So I'm going to put this lot here, I think. We're only going to score this one chicken stall, so that's 1, 2, 3 times 3 is 9. Let's see if we're lucky enough to get the... No, we're not. I was hoping we'd be lucky enough to get another trio who want chicken on this stack. That would be good. Oh, we didn't pick up that tile, and that means we can swap these. Let's not put them in the bag until we've drawn out. Another chicken. Awesome. Should fill that up as well, and then put these back in the bag. I don't think we're going to be able to get a last chicken stall it's not going to work out for us, unfortunately. But this one is, so where are we going to put it? We put it there before we put these 3 in. We could have got a bit extra for that one. Never mind, should have thought of the order there. So now, I think if we put it there, it's quite cheap to build. It's only 2. I like that this money looks like the money from Escape Plan as well. I don't know if that's the final, if that's going to be the final notes from the game. Now, let's replace, it doesn't matter what we pick up here, because it's the last tile we're ever going to pick from that space. Okay, let's pick up a few 1s for these restaurants now. So we're going to place that one for 1. And we'll place that one for 1, so that's 2. We'll place that one for 1, that's 3. That one for 1 is 4. That one there is 5. And it doesn't matter where we put this one as long as it's not there, because I'm not sure that matters anymore. That one's for 6, so let's take 5, 6 for placing all the restaurants. Might have been better to vary from my plan a little bit at that point, but never mind. So, if I build a 3rd restaurant here, I might be able to uncover another trio, another chicken trio. Now, it doesn't matter what I build as long as it's something one of these people want. So let's go for grapes and build that there. And that's going to cost us 3. Now we can take, and take them and put them there. And obviously that doesn't score us anything because none of these people want chicken, but, okay, well we can try again. We can put them there. And indeed, we get no money from them, but we have uncovered this chicken wanting trio. So now we can place them there and score 1, 2, 3 times 3, another 9. The 9. Just spend too much time trying to get them stacking. 1, 2, 3 times 3 is 9. That's right. Okay. There's no point filling up this little stacks. We have no more stalls. So we've got some space for 2s here at the end of there and there, and some 1s there, there, there and there. So still some money to be had from this. So let's fill up the 2s. Let's put those guys up there. And that earns us 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2. That earns us 8. So 1, 5 and 3 1s. Stacking is so slow. And do we uncover another 2? No, we don't uncover another 2 who want chicken, unfortunately. And I don't think we can drag any more out of these, because the only other 2 spaces down here now. and there's only chicken stalls in that column. So no, we can only put a 1 in here then. So we got spaces for 1s here, here, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see how many we get. So where's our most so it's got to be, we've got to have 1 in here. So let's take this fella, put him there, and that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1 gives us €4. Back. That didn't uncover another chicken guy up here, but we do have 1 here, so we can put him. Hang on, before I drag him out, where's the best place to put him? This one's worth 2. This one's only worth 1. This chicken stall in this column. So we'll put this guy up here and get 1, 2 times 1. 2 more coins, 2 more euros for him. And did that allow us? No, didn't uncover another chicken fancier. We can put a flower. We can put this guy who wants flowers. We can put him in this row though. And we can put him at the other end of the row. And here's an old granny who wants some chicken, so we can put her down there for another 2 coins, 2 euros. 1, 2. That's good. Right. We have no one who wants chicken, and we've got 2 spaces left to put chicken, to put customers who want chicken. Can we get rid of any of these? Yeah, we can put someone who wants grapes there, and we can put someone who wants grapes there because of this stall. And there's the last chicken wanter. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we put him up there, him or her or whatever, them up there, that is worth €1 to us. And I think that is as good as this board is going to get. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's nearly finished anyway. So we can't put anyone in there, and we can't put anyone in there because there are no stalls in that row, and the only stall in this column is chicken, and no one wants chicken. So I think we've pretty much done that. That's as good as that's going to get. So let's see how much money we've made. I've got a feeling it was pretty good. 10, 20, 60, 75, 83. So that is my first ever fame point for this challenge, and we got the fame point. Was it 1 fame point or 2 fame points for that row as well? Let's have a look, see how many fame points we actually got for that. Nope, I can't tab to a browser. Hang on. It's 2 bonus fame points. 2 bonus fame points. So we got 3 fame points. Yeah, unless I missed, I really find it hard to see how you're going to get 90 or 100. I guess if these were chicken stalls as well, you'd be knocking on that. So here we are back in Mercado de Lisboa, the timeout market, the wrap up, and yeah, it's a really fun little game. There are a whole load of challenges in the rule book. Let's actually switch to that and talk about them for a sec. Okay, so you have various challenges. So the long game, you're only allowed to score from the 4-point groups. You have to get 55, 60 or 70. Catering to couples. You don't even have the 3 and 4 tiles on the board. And you can build at most 2 stands in any row or columns. Third wheel, last call, so 6, 7, 8, 9, including a pub crawl. And then you put your score and your fame points into here at the end and total them all up when you've done all the challenges. Now I've tried that one and I've tried the long game, and I was very poor at the long game, so I decided to do that one for the video. I need a lot more practice at the others before I could do a video that made any sense whatsoever. I wasn't expecting to actually get any fame points, so I was doubly pleased with that. So thanks for watching. If you like the look of that, go check out the Kickstarter, which a link to which I'll put in the description. I think it's got a week or so left. It's not a terribly expensive game. It's quite reasonable. It's also really good at multiplayer. I do have friends that I play with, and we've played on Tabletopia, and it's quite a good little. There's a little bit of take that, as you can see, where someone wants to build a stand or what someone's trying to build up to, and you block them off or waste the customer tile that you thought they were going to go for. It's quite tricky. Again, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that, please remember to like and subscribe and thumbs up on Board Game Geek and retweet on Twitter, and if you'd like to support One Man and His Meeple, you can join our Patreon. Link for that's down there too, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.